Welcome YouTube, and today we're gonna have a topic about Costco and Walmart price hikes. Grocery prices just keep going up. Even Costco and Walmart are raising some of their prices. People are starting to notice, and they're sharing what they see. Have you seen it too?
What the f? What the f? $17.49 for one can of coffee in America. This used to be $11.99 a month and a half ago. Yeah. Are we gonna go uncaffeinated in America? Cause what the f? What the f? $17.49 for one.
Shut your mouth. Last time it was half of that.
That was what we got last time. Was it 180 last time?
No, it was 150 last time. That was almost $100 more expensive.
Everything in here is going up by 25%. I swear, since 2 weeks ago.
What is going on?
I will say I don't understand why the prices were raised 20 to 25%. Everything that we bought just 2 weeks ago their prices have raised incredibly. It's kind of.
I'm not trying to be an alarmist, but I just got back from Costco, and if you're not paying attention to the shipping news, you probably should be. I know that everybody's worried about tariffs, everybody's worried about prices of things increasing. I know that that's like a concern for people, but you should probably go ahead and take stock of your house and like staples that you need to have and go ahead and get. And I don't mean like panic buying, because you don't want to do that. That's not helpful to anybody. But as you can see, I have a kid in diapers. We cloth diaper as well, but we are going through a phase where we kind of use both. So I went ahead and got a box of those. But I noticed that Costco was looking particularly empty. Like, for example, the fruits and vegetable section was lots more sparsely populated, and there was furniture for display in it, which I have never seen before. I also noticed that a lot of the overstocked shelves that they keep extra pallets on, like above the floor stock, were pretty empty. And if you've seen signs from people talking about large industries worried about tariffs and shipping shortages, it's coming for us. Now, I'm old port, and we have some tools and things that we use for resilience, right? Like, we're not worried about running out of toilet paper. We have a bidet. We're not super worried about running out of paper towels. We have plenty of Swedish dishcloths and lots of just old rags that we can use. But I also noticed that there was a lack of the variety of fruits and vegetables that are normally available at Costco. And if you depend on those, they're just not as available. And they're things that are like kind of in season right now too. So for example, there were no carrots, and that's a little alarming. There were no like peas or anything like that. There's nothing that should be coming in from the fields now, and I think that's directly reflective of what's happening with our migrant labor force. And I don't want you to panic. What I want you to do is start planning for your community and start meeting people and grow a garden and be resilient. We're at a time in the year where now is a really good time to try and grow food if you can afford it. It is also a really good time to get to meet your neighbors, because you might be wanting to trade skills back and forth. Maybe you're not a good grower, but your neighbor down the road is, and they're not like super handy with fixing lawnmowers, but maybe you can. Similarly, I have traded chickens for all kinds of things. So now is a really good time to like get out in your community and make connections with your local food banks, figure out like what you can barter if you need to. And as a reminder, you may not need to at some point. The recession is not going to hit all of us the same. I do think that all of us are going to be affected. But part of being a good community member is also doing things sometimes that you don't necessarily need to. A good example of this, I have taught people how to process birds, and they don't have money to give me, but they have birds. Like, they have raised chickens or hatched chickens out, and they have like 10 roosters, and they need to get rid of them. And they don't know how. They don't have the equipment. So what I have done in the past is let people come over and learn how to do that and use my equipment. And I'll take like a bird from them as payment, or 2 birds from them as payment, whatever they feel comfortable with, and they get the rest for their family. So there is valuable skills that you can share with people. And sometimes people just need like their pride to stay intact. But yeah. Now's a really good time to start thinking about the recession, about the incoming depression, about things that you need, about building a emergency supply of like a month's worth of food, and what you need to be resilient for you and your family.
Walmart warned us, and now they've done it. Walmart just jacked up their prices, and I have the list right over here. Some everyday essentials up 50% almost overnight. The company is blaming President Trump's tariffs. Let's break it down for you right here. CNBC tracked the prices of the same items on May 20th and then on July 7th, same items. A 12-piece pot and pan set from Drew Barrymore's line used to be $99, now $149. That's a 51% price jump. A Graco stroller went from $199 up to $299. That's another 50% spike since May. Even basic kitchen stuff like a nonstick fry pan up 28%. Coffee, bad news there. Folgers Classic Roast is up 17%. Dunkin', depending on the size, up to 9 and 11%. Milk too. The cheap store brand, Great Value, up across the board. Whole milk, 2%, 1% milk, all cost more. Even men's jeans, Levi's Signature, ticked up. This is the time to go bulk grocery shop on anything you can store or freeze. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
Guys, this economy is very scary right now. I don't know how people are paying for everything like housing, food, clothing, you know, the basic stuff, like getting a haircut and whatnot, because everything has gone up a lot in the past year. I was just in the supermarket a couple of days ago and I just bought a few things, and I remember specifically the 12-pack soda. It used to cost $5 and now it's $10, and I had $100 bill. It was gone. Like I went there, then I went to another store and bought like 1 or 2 things. That 100 was gone. It's crazy. I don't know how people are doing it. My best guess is everybody is reaching their credit card limits up right now, and that's a dangerous place to be.
I personally been going to the stores, and yeah, I've seen the price increases myself. All right, one of the biggest shops, coffee at Costco, is gone up so much. It's honestly incredible. And olive oil, that's another one. The price has jumped like crazy. In my opinion, olive oil is just way too expensive right now. And it's not just those, there are a lot of other items creeping up too. At Walmart, it feels like almost everything is slowly getting more expensive. Now Costco, they are trying to hold a line on prices. They're known for being affordable, especially when it comes to bulk buying. They've got a strong base of loyal members, and they really don't want to lose that low-cost leader image. So, behind the scenes, they're working hard, rerouting imports, shifting supply chains, doing whatever they can to avoid passing those extra costs on the consumers. And Walmart, on the other hand, has been more upfront about it. They've already said they're passing those added costs, especially from tariffs, directly to consumers. Right now, prices are going up everywhere, bit by bit. Some stores are managing to delay it. Others, you're already seeing it every time you shop. Personally, I like being able to go and stock up on my favorite things now, especially at Costco. When I can, I buy in bulk and store it in my pantry for the long term. That way, I know we have it when we need it. I don't usually stock up at Walmart. I go there mostly for everyday stuff, like fresh produce. But honestly, it's still a great option if bulk shopping isn't in your budget. They offer smaller packages at good price, which makes it easier if you just want to grab a few things at a time. So if there's something you know you're gonna need later, maybe go get it now. Lock in that price, because with inflation the way it is, everything's probably going to cost more 6 months from now on. Right? Okay, I think this is the end of our video today. Let me know what you think about this problem in the comment section below. Are you seeing prices highs where you live? I'd love to hear what you're noticing. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.